honest, do you wish you would have won this one?
That's a hard one to answer, but I don't know.
Yeah.
This thing is bad. I know that.
I know we haven't filmed anything yet, but you won the Mustang. How long's it been? Like 3 or 4 months ago?
Won it in January.
And we just decided.
It was 14 degrees here.
Yeah.
During the day and 0 at night, and that continued on all the way through into March. So
right.
Those 3 months passed by pretty fast. And then you went down to Florida, and you were down there for a while, running around racing and stuff. It didn't work out.
We're both real busy.
Plus, you gave me time to get a trailer.
Yep.
And so it worked out. I'm kind of glad. I mean, I'm not, and I am. I've never been up this far.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful. Like, all the bridges we came across, all the scenery that we've seen.
Usually people down south don't travel north.
Yeah.
Man, oh man. We had some fun. Hopefully you have some fun with her now.
Oh, we're gonna do some wheelies tonight. Dollar General.
Dollar General parking lot.
Yeah. It's an 8-hour drive, so we should be waking up St. Paul's around 1 o'clock.
Oh boy.
1 o'clock, yeah.
I still had a few months left until I got out of the Navy, and Dad had called me about like 5 or 6 times, and I didn't know it was happening because I didn't have my phone on me. But I hopped out of the car and looked at it. I was like, oh shit. So I was like, all right, well, let me see what's going on. And I called him. He was like, hey, bro, look at SRC's YouTube channel like right now. And I was like, all right. So I ran inside, pulled up the video, and then as soon as I seen it, a lot of people don't know, but whenever you noticed it too, whenever you called it, you said Dad's middle name Bradley, or his first name Bradley, and then I was like, maybe it could be somebody else, but then once I realized that, I figured out what it was talking about, and then from there I was like, golly, that's crazy, and then it just went up from there, and now I'm home now. It's cool seeing it in person and everything. It's a lot more kind of how Dad was talking about the Corvette. It's seeing stuff like this in person is a whole different deal than seeing it on a screen.
Yeah, this is exciting, man. I'm really happy for you guys, and I think it's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be a fun one.
Let me know if you ever need me to drive it.
Lights out.
Lights out.
When is that? 2026.
Yeah.
If they have a stick shift class there.
Or any no prep stuff.
Yep. It'll be ready.
I think Dig or Die does a stick shift class now too, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They did last time.
All right, guys, we're out here in the shop, and I realized I haven't really give everybody a basic rundown on this car yet, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. So this car actually came from Race Proven Motorsports. They built it. It was on their channel about 6 or 7 years ago, and it actually held a record, still holds a record for stock bottom end LS7 nitrous record. It went 860s. It's got a nitrous outlet plate kit on it. 2-step, trans brake, line lock, all that stuff works. This thing has a Ron Rhodes 850 cert roll cage in it with swing out door bars. Makes it nice and easy to get into. It's got an MSD intake ported. Got a custom nitrous cam. Race Proven Motorsports level 4 differential. It's got really good axles. It's got an RPM built, they call it level 10 or level X 4L65E. Something I didn't even know until this thing showed up was this thing is actually a dry sump. I didn't know these Corvettes had dry sump oiling systems. So it's a factory dry sump. This was a 6-speed car, and somebody converted it to auto. And good air, it's been 9s on the motor and 8s in the quarter on spray. So very, very nice car. Somebody's gonna win this thing and be one of the happiest people in the world. All right, we're in line to get in Jack's Wax Street Madness in the Corvette here. What do you think of this thing so far? Pretty rowdy, huh?
Yeah. Knock your teeth out sitting down.
Yeah.
Like that.
Doing a little work here. You don't even need help. Look at that. That's nifty. You gonna make a hit for me? You gonna make a pass, Wyatt? It's ready. All right, guys, I think we're gonna go make a hit in the Corvette. Probably make this first one on motor, just make sure everything's good. And then we might try to get some grudge races if we can find any. All right, guys, we're back at National Trail Raceway, our local track. They've got a Jackswax Street Madness tonight. Fun little deal for street cars mainly. Got a little car show going on. We always like helping and supporting them. So we wanted to come out here and take the street cars out and make some passes, maybe do a little bit of grudge racing. Gonna see what this old Corvette does tonight. The air isn't very good, but we want to see basically what it runs on motor first, and then we'll probably spray it later. Maybe try to get some grudge races, and I don't know. We'll see what the night holds. Not bad, not bad. A little 10-20 on motor and really bad air. Definitely good nines and good air, I'm sure. We're probably gonna spray at the next pass and see what it goes on spray. See if we can get any grudge races. Tell them that was on spray. Alright, that pass was very alright. First nitrous pass for me in this car. At 920 at 148, almost 149. So that's not bad. I didn't spray it right off the hit. I kind of waited for it to roll out a little bit until I jumped on it. Just because I feel like the track isn't like, it's not super good right now, so I wasn't trying to like spin, but it's definitely got 8s in it, especially if it cools down and the air gets better. It's really humid today, so not bad for a little street car.
your name?
Need some fucking nitrous. He doesn't want to hit critical speed, that's the problem. Back in my normal office. I missed my car, it's fast, unlike my other vehicle.
Hey, it's faster today.
So,
It's getting there.
we're just gonna make one hit right here on this thing. We're still on the 26s. This is basically the exact same tune and chassis settings from War in the Woods that Billy made. Just took a little bit. He had some timing pulled out for all the way up to like 1 second. I took that out, but I lowered the boost a little bit on the starting line. Our goal is to try and get a good tune-up for 530 index in case we ever run that again. There is a No Prep Kings coming up right here at National Trails in a couple weeks. And if we do go to that, I just want to be prepared and at least have one pass to know where we're at. So we're just gonna try and get as close as we can to 530. And I also, Billy's draggy wasn't really working at War in the Woods, so this will give us a hint of like how fast we were going. We have an idea of how fast. Of course, the air's different and the track's different, but like we'll at least see what kind of mile an hour we were going in 60 foot and maybe be able to gauge that. But
You left in water and still did that.
I left in water?
Oh yeah, your tire was covered. But you still did that.
Why'd that happen?
Somebody leaked right before you. I was trying to get somebody to clean it, but then you did your burnout and drove through it. And I didn't get up there quick enough.
Yeah,
It still
tried to
did that.
power wheelie. Alright guys, we've been slacking on this thing, but we finally went ahead and put new coils on it since Rockingham. If you guys remember, a few videos ago, we took it to Rockingham. We were going to run a 1/4 mile, and it was having problems. We found an ignition coil that cracked first round, and we went ahead and replaced that. We were busy last week getting ready for War in the Woods, and I didn't think this thing was ready for War in the Woods. It needs some upgrades in the braking department as well. So we're gonna try and figure out the brake issue next, why it doesn't have very good rear brakes. And then after that, we're gonna get this thing ready for National Trail Raceway. They're doing Little Gangsters this coming weekend at their speed promotions race. So we're gonna try and enter that. We ran 530 index Little Gangsters at Bradenton, and we got down to like the final 4 or final 6, I think, out of like 60 cars. So I think we got a good tune-up for this thing, and obviously, you know, my background in index racing and a little bit of bracket racing growing up should help. So I think we can do pretty good out there, and it pays 10 grand to win. They're running both Friday and Saturday, so why not, you know? I was also thinking about bringing the Camaro out for the first time this coming weekend, but I'd really like to go test it for a couple weeks first and not debut it, you know, while we're testing. We want to make sure it's lined out and it's going to go straight, not going to take flight or anything stupid. So that's where we're at. I think we're going to run Little Gangsters with the truck this coming weekend and the Falcon. Tommy's going to be back in the Falcon, so that's the plan. Hey guys, thanks for sticking with us all the way to the end of this video. We appreciate you for watching. Just want to give an update. The Corvette Z06 giveaway is now officially live on the website at 8 o'clock. Do not miss out. This is the chance of a lifetime to win an 8-second daily driven Corvette. Good luck, everybody. Every dollar spent on the website is an entry, and no purchase is necessary. Read the rules. Do whatever you got to do to get entered, and good luck. Thanks, guys.